Hey, Money Grows on Trees Facebook group members, anyone watching this on YouTube, and perhaps someone sent you this or you're watching it. Anyway, whatever the case may be, I have another success story from our Millionaire Mentorship program, which is from Angela. What's up, Ange?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Great, thank you. I'm wonderful.
That's
This
good.
is the first time you've done this, so
It is, yes.
it's great. Yeah, you're doing great. So no one's died yet. We haven't lost anyone. So maybe
It's good.
Yeah, we have good odds of not losing people on these. But Angela, I love bringing people on from our program who have had results, obviously, but tremendous breakthroughs, particularly in their mindset.
Yeah.
And obviously some fantastic results in their money and their finances and so forth. So I feel like you've been able to do that in the last few months.
Definitely.
And you're still not through the whole program. And I've seen what you've been through and what you've been doing, and I feel like you've learned drastically. You've learned really fast, and you've learned by doing it. So I wanted to bring you on. And
awesome.
And help inspire some others, right? Who are mums like you, who are going through some financial change and transformation. So
yeah,
let me ask you this question. Before we started working together, a few months ago, probably 5 months ago, is it?
Yeah, roundabout. Yeah.
So what was going on with you? What was life like? What was happening with you? What did you want to do, and what compelled you to kind of do this and lean into this?
Well, I was living paycheck to paycheck, but I was also scraping by at the end of that fortnight. And I mean, even so, it was just, I felt like every day was a challenge of trying to get through how much money have I got in the bank, how much have I got to spend. And then it was always, I'd get to the end of the fortnight and have to borrow money off family members just to get through. And my credit card was just, crazy high because I was using that as well. And that's definitely not what I should have been doing, which I've now learned.
Yes.
But yeah, okay. I wasn't in a good space, definitely.
Sure. Okay. So you recognize that it wasn't working, what you were doing was probably causing a lot of stress and frustration and anxiety, as you mentioned.
Yeah, definitely.
And was there one particular time or an event that happened where you're like, that's it, I've got to make a change? Was there anything specific that happened?
Well, it was actually, I went to the Morgan Nelson mindset event he had at the Gold Coast, and I think you presented there, and it just kind of hit me. And I just thought, I don't have the money to do the things I want to do, especially for my family, for my son and I. And being a single mum, I've only got the one wage coming in, so I've got to make the most of the money I've got. But I've also got a side gig, but I wasn't taking advantage of that as well, and using the money the way I should have been. And it kind of hit me.
Okay. I gotta sort this out. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Okay, great. So you recognize you became what we call self-aware. Which is the first step to transformation is self-awareness, because if you're not aware of the problem, then you can't solve it. Okay, great. So let me ask you this. Since starting, what is life like now?
Well, it's so much like, it's less stress, as in I don't have to worry about money as much, because I'm working an extra day in my job, so I'm getting an extra 10 grand a year on top of what I was getting, and I'm able to use the money wisely. I'm not buying things I don't need, and I've sold a whole lot of stuff around the house to make money on that, and I've actually got an emergency fund built up of nearly $1,500, which I didn't have before. And coming from previously, I usually was quite good with money, but when you don't have the money, what can you know what I mean? You can't, it's just trying to manage what you've got. It's hard, but now it's so much better. And if something comes up like a bill, I don't stress. I think, okay, I've got this, and then pay for it out of the money I've got sitting there, not my credit card.
There you go. Great. So you've shifted, instead of doing buy now, pay later, you pay now and buy later.
Yeah, exactly. Because I had a lot of buy now, pay later, like Afterpay and all those sort of ones, and I've stopped using those. So I'm able to change my mindset with money. The relationship with money is a lot better, and I'm not I'm not hating them, not that I hated money, but it was just, I thought, oh, I don't have it, but I'm creating a better mindset towards money.
Yeah, definitely. What I'm impressed about, so your situation as it appeared to be was weren't probably working at your ability level or your capacity levels. So you added that extra day. So that was all about when we talk and, when we did our discovery call and what we talk about on our calls and so on and in the WhatsApp is, well, how can we amplify your income in the shortest way possible? And like what you said, sell some stuff. That's a fast way to pay off debt. Mm-hmm. And then also adding that extra day of work that could have been done that you went, oh, yeah, okay, probably do that. And so you did it. And all of a sudden we're just amplifying the income a little bit, finding some fast money. But really it was in two big things that you did, which is number one, you stopped relying on credit to make purchase decisions. But what I love about your journey and what inspires me about your journey as a single mum, which is inspiring that you're going through this like that, is that you really started to get very brutal on your expenses.
Yeah, definitely. I did a big clear out of, subscriptions and stop paying for things I don't use. And it's definitely, I've cut down a lot.
I think it was wonderful it wasn't wonderful to go through. It was
frustratingly painful. Yes. Yeah.
But I knew on the other side of that, you were empowered because you went, hang on a second. I really don't need this or that or that or that. And that's entitlement. And I need to shift that mindset. Mm-hmm. And you did it. And that's why I'm so proud. Well, you should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you too. But I think it was just that, okay, I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it takes. And you did it. Yeah. And I feel like after doing that, whatever it takes mindset, when you sort of like surrendered, I would say the word is. Yeah. When you surrendered to it, you went, you know what? Fine. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'll work the extra day. I'll work my side hustle. I'll take that more seriously. I'll really actually want to do this because there was a part there where you're leaning out of it a little bit. Like that, because it's like that looks painful and hard. But then you flipped and you went in.
Yeah.
And that's when it all changed.
Yeah.
Right? I think.
Definitely. Yeah.
So what are some lessons you learned?
Just to sort of be more, I guess, cautious with how I spend. And if I need something, obviously, you got to buy presents, birthday presents, that type of thing. But I'm being a little bit more like finding other ways to purchase them, maybe sell something and buy. I had been using my Flybuys points as well for even groceries as well. So which has cut down my grocery bill and I'm looking for ways of saving more so than just getting by the week to week.
Yeah, awesome. So you're getting creative.
Definitely.
You're very creative now. Yeah. And you had it in you the whole time. I think it's what we just when you're faced in that situation where it's like, I've got to make this happen, you got creative. So using your Flybuy points, not using BNPL anymore. So you don't use any buy now, pay later stuff, no afterpay, no credit. No. Wipe your credit card debt gone. You add the extra work. Like you're in creation mode. Yeah. Yeah. And so I think it was in the WhatsApp when we were chatting, you said, Lloyd, this is the first month, I think, where I've got an extra $300 spare cash flow available. Plus, I'm doing this in my side business and I can see you presenting more there and you're doing you're lifting, not just in your money area, but your discipline and your standards that you're setting in your finances. I can see those standards are actually showing up in your business and probably your personal life too, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like I went through a stage where I wasn't sleeping because I was constantly thinking about, God, how much money have I got to pay? What have I got to owe? And then, it's helped a lot. And I just want to set a good example for my son as well, because obviously when 5-year-olds, they just want everything. But teaching him that we have to save money, and if you want to buy something, you have to work towards it. So
yes, that's right.
He's been doing that. He's been doing jobs to get his money.
Look at the impact it's going to have on him.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like how can you put Yeah, that's going to help him in so many ways. Just having that good example to follow, and he's not. Yeah, it's going to be worth fortunes to him,
Yeah,
and to you as well. So, have you done any investing since starting? Started a little investing?
I started the Raise app, and I put some money. So I've got 500 sitting in that, and great. I've stopped it for the moment, but I will pick that back up in a couple of months once I've got everything else paid off, and so then I'll hopefully have a few more thousand in there next year.
Yeah, you will, definitely. Once you move past payments and debts and shift your mindset and start earning the extra and so on, you're putting in the right place, you start to build your snowball and you compound it.
Exactly.
And it's fast because you have nothing going out. You're like, oh, fix the holes in the bucket. It's amazing how much water is here,
Yeah. And I've sort of kept I'm going to start putting money aside too, because I know next year my home loan comes off fixed. So that's something I need to be aware of. Hopefully it won't go up too much, but we never know the way things are.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yep. No, so I'm pretty lucky I've got a fixed pay at the moment, or fixed mortgage, but that will change, obviously. Yeah. So.
But it's now I think what's great about that example is that you know that it's coming.
Yeah.
And rather than sort of like sweep it under the rug, you're like, it's coming. Yep. How am I going to prepare for the winter?
That's right. And I'll most likely use maybe tax, or if I get a bonus at work, I'll put that money aside, and so it's there.
Sensible. Great.
Yeah.
Very sensible. Intelligent money management is what I see.
And trying to find some peace with it.
But this is what it looks like. I think people think that money's magic and it's just, it's all this mythicalness to it. It's really behavioral.
Yeah, definitely. I've found that my thoughts around money have changed a lot, because I sort of don't, as I said before, don't stress about it as much, and it's more positive around it, not like, oh crap, what have I got to pay now? And I've set regular sort of BPay up, so then I don't have to worry about bills, and all just comes out every week. So I find that helps me as well.
Yeah. So automation.
Yeah.
Underspending your income. You've got everything. You've really set up a good system. And now it's just a matter of repeating that system until more money, and you just leave it and it just grows,
Definitely.
So I feel like it looks to me like from here you're just so in control now.
I feel in control. Yeah.
There's no craziness to it. There's no reactive emotion. It's proactive, it's sensible, it's intelligent, it's mature, it's being an adult, it's all those things, and it's not some thin ice you're skating on and you're going to fall through the cracks. It's not like that anymore.
No, because I was like that a few months ago, as you know.
Yeah, and you're just so calm. I know your confidence has grown, because I've seen, you on your social media, you're presenting on some of your business calls and stuff. You're doing this interview. Like there are more bonuses to money management than just the money.
Exactly. Yeah, self-development's a big one.
Yeah, because you are empowered and you feel it, and you're like, oh, I overcome those challenges. I put that in place. Maybe I can do other things.
Yeah, being around other people with the same mindset helps too, and surrounding yourself, and also reading a lot of mindset books and podcast, and listening to podcasts helps too.
Yeah, being around environment. So you feed your mind a good diet.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Wonderful. It's perfect. Great, wonderful example of getting your money together. Money sorted. So let me ask you this last question. What would be your advice to other mums out there who are really doing their best to try and get going? What would be your advice to them?
I guess don't stress, even though that's the first thing you want to do, but also take a step back and have a look exactly what you're spending your money on, and take a big, itemize your spending, and don't buy things you don't need. And if you've got things around the house, sell them, if you can get cash for it as well. It makes you feel lighter as well, because when you've got a tidy home, you've got a tidy mind.
Yes. So, tidy mind, tidy home, tidy bank account, tidy body.
Everything. Yeah, exactly. And that, and money can buy happiness, because it does help with, making them, you can put money aside, but also just watch what you're spending, and all else fails, just get in contact with yourself.
When the sky's falling down, get some help.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Reach out.
Yeah, no, really impressed. You took mentorship and you were coachable, and you just implemented. And once you did, and you just took ownership, and once you surrendered to the process and took ownership, it all changed. You could tell.
Exactly. And cut up that credit card. Don't use it. We'll hide it somewhere.
Hide it. Get rid of it. Cut it up. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm bloody glad for you, Ange. I'm very, very excited for your future. I'm impressed with what you've done. You're an inspiration to other mums who are just, out there doing their best to go and provide and do the things they need to do, but also you're being intelligent with your money-making decisions, and it's just excellent. So congrats so far. Well done. I can't wait to see what you can do for the next 6 months, but you're just going to build upon the foundation you've got. So watch this space, eh?
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. You bet. Talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.